What is up, my crazy Verticonians? My name's Vertico, you can call me V, and welcome back to Jurassic World, the game. I hope you're all having a good day. I'm having a pretty good day. We're going to be doing the Mammoth tournament again in this episode. More of a catch-up so that we can ensure that we're up to sort of standard, which we're not at the moment, and I will be open about that. That's a really good deal, considering how little value VIP points have now. So that's quite good. Not gonna lie, but that to DNA ratio from that Bucks to DNA ratio was pretty horrific, so it kind of made up for it. But let's just leave it there. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for joining me today. I do appreciate it. We're gonna go ahead and have a look at where I am in the tournament at the moment. Not looking good. I like how it's a dynamic name pack for a second there. That was pretty cool. I've seen people who are in Dominator and they had about 1,500 points, only 1,100 points down. I actually thought it'd be a lot more than that. So the way I look at it is, it doesn't matter which league I'm in, I just need to know that I need to get up to 1,900 more, and I should be back at the top. Yeah, 1,900 or so would sort of ensure that I'm in the the final league. I'm not going to do that in this video. Trust me, I would not have the time to do that. But we'll do as much as we can in this episode, sort of making sure that we do grind up. And then tomorrow's episode will, of course, be filmed on Monday, which will have all the new, hopefully, aquatic creature. But if not, we will live and we will do something else. Yes? Very good. So let's go ahead and do a race before we go any further. I've actually got some Metapsauruses that are level 1 that could sort of... Where are you? I clicked on you only momentarily ago. Where have you gone? Where have you gone? Here we go. So level 1s that, you know, it could be decent level 5s, level 10, so on and so forth. I could probably get level 30 at this point as well, and a level 20, so, or to level 10. So I don't know what I'm doing with these guys. It might be a worthy investment. But for now, we're going to go ahead and get this guy to level 5. If you haven't raced me before, you need to be in full screen, exit full screen, like the video, then re-enter full screen. The time it takes me to get this guy's level 5. You do not need to leave the like on after the video, after you've done the race, if you feel the video does not deserve it. And if you beat me, definitely comment down below with a funny and unique insult aimed at myself, and if I beat you, let me know. I will not insult you, I'll just brag quite a bit. Nothing bad though, I'm sure. Anyway, guys, on the count of 3, we'll get this going. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, yes, right. I just noticed that in the last video, so I keep turning the sound off. It's just because I don't like having the sound on my phone, and I keep forgetting that when I plugged it in to check the sound. So sometimes the game doesn't have the sound. I'm sorry, I should really check it before every video, but I don't because I'm a pleb. So as you can see, I'm place 4. I'm gonna assume I need about 700 to get into the next league, just because of how much of a douchebag this thing can really be. I think we can get away with Spinoraptor and maybe a mid-low, as sort of to bullet shield it out. Where are we? Where's the bullet shield? You can be a reasonable bullet shield, unless it's course as an amphibian. And then we want to sort of drop to level 1. To be quite frank, actually, he's not going to take much of a beating. They will only take the same amount, so I've just got to hope it's not a powerful amphibian, in which case I'm shafted and fisted simultaneously. But if it's not, we're in the clear, we're in the green. What's the power creatures? 2... Oh, they've not got any power creatures, in fact. In fact, I'm grossly overpowered for this battle, so yay, go me. Straight off the bat, he's got one thing to do. He doesn't do anything. I'm going to assume he's gone for a block, or a reserve, sorry. So I'm going to go for 2 attacks. I was right. This brings in the Rajasaurus, 10 levels lower, but should probably have a little bit more health, a little bit less attack, which it does. It takes him up to 3. He can't really do much at this point, so he's going to sort of reserve it off. I'm going to switch out to the last Nundagosaurus just because it's been really easy to get rid of the last dude, the Incarnatosaurus, but getting rid of the Raja could be a bit of a pain, so we need to make sure we're playing it smart. So we're going to use our Nundagosaurus to build up our reserves before our Spinoraptor comes back in to sweep him, and then Ankylosaurus can just get shafted like with 1 or 2 attacks, to be quite frank, and well, he can't really kill me without going for 7 or 8, I believe, possibly 6. But he'd need to land 6 unadulterated attacks, which he ain't going to be able to do. If he goes for 5 here, he can kill me, so he should. He does go for 5, which is fantastic, because it means he's got absolutely no blocks, and we can kill him with 2 attacks from the Spinoraptor, and then we can just go for 4 reserve 2 blocks, guaranteeing our victory here. So there we go, easy peasy. In the meantime, whilst this battle takes its time to finish, I'm going to play with my USB memory stick, which I can sort of pull down, and put up, and put down, and put up. Y'all can hear the clicks, and I'm being a douchebag. Let's go with that. That's still a bad word, but who knows. 8 attacks, 5,600 without bonus, with bonus. What's that, 13, 14,000? But I'm going to land 11,000 damage worth of it because that's 7 attacks. So, 11111. Some binary code for you, I'm sure. Actually, no, doesn't have a 0 in it? I don't know, that might be a binary. You might be like, AAA. I don't know what that is. Just tell me if you actually know. That'd be pretty cool. And then we go up by 24. Wow, we're now second. We're not going to go up as soon as we get up to the top. Oh, yes, 200 bucks, 200 bucks, 200 bucks on a rare. Oh, I will take it. That's quite a nice, tidy sum. Let's go ahead and stick in Oster. No, you are going to be way too overpowered, considering how overpowered Spinoraptor was. Metaposaurus will do just nicely, to be quite frank. Hell, I think I could even get 3 level 20 Metabosauruses, and they're decent level 20s, because, well, they've got over 1,500 health, and still over 750 attack, so I think that might be a shout, actually, to be honest. They're really good level 20s, they're really, really good mids. I need to start considering some good mids, to be quite frank. Go ahead and stick that down with 2 Nundagosaurus, because, well, they are, as we like to say, bullet shields. And that's lit. Could you imagine that such a sad existence that you are solely created or used to take bullets for other people, aka bodyguards? Yeah, that's sinking. Their sole existence is around protecting other people, risking their own lives in the process. I just put my glasses on for the first time in like 6 months. Not only a little bit grubby, which I'll admit is probably bad management on my behalf, but my god, they're not as good as they used to be. I used to sort of put them on, it was like HD. Actually, no, it's still pretty HD, to be fair. There we go. But yeah, no, there's a bit of a difference, to the least. I'm only switching out to this one because he's not gone for any attacks yet, and we've got some decent reserve account already, and he needs to go for 4, giving him potential of 2 blocks. And I've got to play it careful because the next creature is also a pterosaur. Admittedly, no super high attack regardless, but with the bonuses he can start to pack a punch, so we've got to be careful. So he's got potential of 2 blocks. 1 attack can kill him. He may have gone for 2 reserves, so I'm going to go for 2 blocks. He didn't go for 2 reserves, but it's fine, because we can still build our reserves up next with our next Nundagosaurus regardless, depending on what he does here. If he decides to sort of go for a flat-out attack or something done like that on his behalf, we can wing it, essentially. Let's see what he does. Nothing. Okay, right. Let's go switch to Django and go for 4 reserves, giving us a crisp 8 attacks the next turn regardless, which he also has, and can kill me in 5, leaving him with a potential of 3 blocks. We can kill him in 1 attack. So if we go for 4, then go for a 1, 2, 3, 4... 3 blocks and 1 reserve. The reason 3 blocks is because I want to go for higher blocks in case he hasn't, but he does go for 3 blocks, to be fair. But the reasoning behind it was I could have survived quite a pummeling from the Diplodocus, but a reserve would have guaranteed a kill because of the amount of damage we do in 1 attack. So, either way, we were right. Now, this is where we have to play it safe. Lol jokes. Let's go flat out and flatten him, bruv. He's dead. Deader than Dodo. He's pretty dead, basically. He's dead. Yep, no way around it. His heart has stopped beating. He no longer fills the requirements of a living organism. I mean, he's probably excreting blood right now, but that's not the point. Okay, he's not breathing. Let's go ahead and skip. And Mystery Pack? Mystery Pack? It is indeed a Mystery Pack. I'm quite bummed that the Mystery Packs you win in here are not indeed VIP Mystery Packs. That'd been a little bit nicer. Just sort of giving that little extra, yeah, well then forgetting VIP even helps you in tournaments, yeah, sort of kick. But oh well. Alright, yeah, as I said, we're probably going to be stuck at the top for a little while now, so let's go ahead and get an Apato. You should be more than sufficient. You know, quite low attack, but for a level 10, you really can't judge with that much health, so unless I go against carnivores, this could be an issue, actually. Yeah, no, I'm not going to put him in just because of the risk. If he goes against a carnivore, he's only got 100 attack, and the carnivores will be facing usually have 400 to 500 attack health, and you'd be sort of needing a little bit more bang for your buck, essentially. So, I think we're going to have to go for Osteosaurus here. I know he's quite powerful, but I'm not. Bucks are not an object, especially when it comes to winning this mammoth. This mammoth is something that is going to be incredibly important. It's the first one of its kind, to be honest, and I'm looking forward to getting it, and I'm looking forward to unlocking it and filming a video for it. Unfortunately, it comes out on Christmas Day, so I'm going to have to find some time on Christmas Day at some point to record this, and that's unlikely, but we'll give it a crack, okay? I just clarify, I said crack okay, not crack cocaine. Please don't panic. Okay, so we went against 3 herbivores. So had we had that herbivore, Diplodocus in there, it wouldn't have been too bad, to be fair. Hopefully we go first. We don't. Doesn't matter. Regardless, he's dead next turn. What does he do? Does he go down with some dignity? Yeah, he does. I'll give him that. He goes down... Well, I said dignity. He goes down with a tinsy amount of pride, knowing that he put a little dent in me before I attacked him with 1 attack and went for a reserve, guaranteeing his death and the Therizinosaurus' death, and then the Shunnosaurus' death. So yeah, he's dead regardless. I can kill him nearly twice over with 1 attack with the Therizino, and probably nearly twice, well, more than twice over with the Shunno. So we're going to go for 2 attacks here, just in case he did, of course, go for a block. I was expecting only 1 block, not 2. You sly little bugger. Honestly, I was not expecting that. And he goes for a flat out 2 attacks here. Once again, guaranteeing his demise with a little tickle of pride. And I mean a little tickle, because that's all those like nails would be useful for. Oh, I'm an idiot. I thought he had 2 attacks, not 3. And he had 3. Well, at least this time, I'll give him this, okay? He can now go home knowing he's at least caused a bruise. And I know for a fact he went flat this time, but I'm going to go for 2 attacks anyway, because he peed me off, alright? This is vengeance. Probably not a great idea, but I wanted my vengeance, to be quite frank. And it's quite sweet. Bittersweet, no. Sweet, yes. Then we're going to kill him now with 8 attacks. So that's a satisfactory ending to that battle, to say the very least. There we go. And once again, we win. Shock. Horror. It's almost like I know what I'm doing here. I wouldn't go that far, but you know what I'm hitting at. Let me go and you. Put this up there. Okay, taking us up to 508. Even getting over 500 takes us into the next league. We are scrapping at the bottom of that league, though. I'm not even looking right now. I'm just going to keep on scrolling up till I see the top. Not seeing the top yet. Not seeing the top yet. Okay, getting near the top. Oh my giddy aunt, 1,242 just at the top of this league. I'm then hoping the next league is only about 300-400, and then, you know, it should be 1,500, because other people are saying 1,500 for Dominate League at the moment. Well, mine's not like that. Oh, 300 DNA, I'll take it. Just to clarify, that's more DNA than I got probably in 2 of my packs from the Africa pack, so yeah, yeah. Right, I think Terror Destroyer is a good bet at this one, because he's got decent health, and although he's Glass Cannon, he's still got decent enough health for this, hopefully. So we'll soon see, because I might be jumping to conclusions. Me jump to conclusions, never. Right. After this, I'll put my phone on charge, go gym. Might do a bit of it in the gym. No, I won't, because I'm not going on the cycling machine. No, I'll do a bit more before I go to bed. And apart from that, that's crashed again. Are you kidding me? It keeps crashing when I'm scrolling so far along, and this is starting to wind me up. There we go. Close it down entirely, because it won't do it otherwise, and reload it. Takes its time. It literally takes its time to reload back. I'm just like, I'm already dead. Stop killing me again. But you are not dead, game. You're not dead till I say you're dead. And on this instance, you're not dead. So let's live with that. Right. Oh my god, it's going to load. It's going to take forever to load. What can I do in the meantime? Oh yeah, well, I've got a Pokemon battle I'll fill you in on that's currently ongoing on my DS to the side of me. My Blissey somehow survived a turn. I used him for bait to revive another creature. Oh, that's quite nice. Let's go ahead and give a full restore to my Lunala. And now the game has loaded. Fantastic. Made some progress on a battle whilst doing that. See, look, I'm a multitasker. And the tournaments, there we go. Returned. It actually returned whilst looking at it for once, which is a nice change, rather than having to back out. Now, Terra Destroyer. Scroll far to the right. Just because I have so many creatures doesn't mean the game has to glitch out. I don't even have that much, to be fair, in comparison to other people. Like, when, the Game of Beaver does it, or James, I should say. When he scrolls to the right, I have to think, like, how long does he wait? Oh, there we go, and there we go. 2 Tijangosauruses. I actually wouldn't mind knowing what the weakest creatures are. Surely it'd be Triceratops, in which case, I get 2 level 1 Triceratops. Triceratops. Would that give me more points, or would it just sort of be the same? I don't know. Like, I'd love to see how the points are worked out. And wow, these creatures are still pretty weak. And the most powerful is the Pachycephalosaurus, because it can have the bonus. Actually, no, the Quetzal might probably be more powerful, but we'll soon see. 1 attack, what's he going to do? Dignity? Come on, go for some pride. Nope, he switches. But of course, he's dead, because, yeah. 1 attack, 1 reserve, done. Still dead. Well, that was mightily disappointing for himself, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he probably wasn't expecting that now. And then we got 2. He goes for 2 attacks. Wow, okay, he's playing it pretty straightforward, to be honest. This is going to be an easy fight. 1 attack, 2 reserves. We're actually getting more reserves the faster this battle goes on because he's being an absolute plonker. I'm loving it. Now, what's he going to do here? Because Sanguinarius isn't a threat at all, even with 3 attacks. He new to me, that's pretty much it, and he goes for 3 attacks. Whereas we're going to have 6, I believe. No, 5, which is fine, because that's what's still 7,500 without a bonus. And with a bonus, 13,797 damage. Nearly 14,000 damage against 366 health. Okay, times by 3. It's just over 30 times that goes into hit. We could have killed 30 Sanguinariuses in one swoop. Okay, now that's pretty cool. I'd love it for them to do swarm battles or like horde battles like out of Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, I think it was from. I can't remember what it was from. That'd be awesome. It's like fight loads of the same dinosaur. That'd be absolutely hilarious, especially if just a sweep of attacks. Of course, we go past the super rare pack and a common pack to get a mystery pack, but that's cool. And there we go, DNA, and that. Literally the same amount of DNA as in a Africa pack. That's terrifying. Okay. I think we can get away with 1 or 2 more battles. To be honest, a couple more battles really couldn't help. Help. I'm sure they could. Let's go ahead and buy something. A Dimorphodon will be a pretty decent one at this rate. Reasonably good, decent mid to attack to health ratio there. We'll go ahead and stick him in, and we're going to scroll once again. Hopefully not crashing our game again until we get to the Nundagosaurus, where we're going to stick 2 of those guys in and to go from there. It's going to take its time. These battles really do start to sort of, I wouldn't say drag on, but they do take their sort of a sweet time when it comes to dealing with these creatures, because they just... I'd much rather be able to put 1 creature in and it was really decent and I sort of get loads of points, or them have to fight 1 really powerful creature. It just makes it a lot easier because the battles go quicker. But you can't win everything, to be quite frank, as much as I'd love to. Right, he didn't go for anything, so he's possibly gone for reserve, but I went for 2 attacks just to be safe, because the Ramparhynchus can't really do much anyway, and the Caprosuchus is just a health-based tank rather than a glass cannon, so he's not going to be able to do anything regardless. Even if he went for 4, he'd probably take me down to 600 damage, if not a bit more. Actually, quite a bit more, actually, about 780. So we need to be careful at this rate. We're going to switch into the Nundagosaurus and go for a reserve. He might even switch to the Capro, just because, of course, he's got the disadvantage here, but I don't think he should. He only needs to go for 2 attacks to kill me, leaving him with a decent block, but we'll then go for some more reserves, essentially, and just sort of play it out. The only reason being is I could switch in to... in fact, I could do that. He's got 1 block. I mean, yeah, let's do that, actually. Screw that. Because otherwise we've got to wait longer for the whole game, so it's there's no point. He's got 1 block, so we'll go for 2 attacks, 1 reserve. Because even with if he's not gone for a block, which he hasn't, he's gone for a reserve, that only takes him up to, 5? And 5 attacks from this dude is 245 without bonus, and with bonus should be about 600. So let's see. He's gone for 3 instead, so I can't actually even find out, to be honest. That's a shame. It's 200 from 3, so there we go. Probably would have been as high as I'm making it, to be honest. That's all good, though. He's got potential of 2 blocks. We can kill him in 1. We've landed 3, so yeah, we've, once again, easily won this. To be honest, at this point, I don't think there's really much threat in putting these high-level creatures in. I could put lower-level creatures in and get a guaranteed higher point point average, but by putting in a really high creature or mid-high to really low creatures, it's guaranteeing me some decent points. To be honest, 27 at this point isn't majorly much of a problem. And a common pack. This is basically what you win when you win in the Africa or Asia packs, except actually worse. It's actually worse than a common pack. Same VIP point level, but everything else is worse than a common pack. Let that sink in. Alright, you win 3 mystery packs, essentially. Or 4 mystery packs, or whatever it was that I won. If I win 1 more, that takes me up to just under 90, and I think that's a decent place to leave it there, to be honest. So we'll go ahead and finish it off with a... Ooh, what should we finish it off with? Intact Pelter, I feel. So decent herbivore. He's not a glass cannon and he's not a tank. He's definitely like a strong mid. Antarctic Pelter is an incredible herbivore when it comes to sort of stats wise. So I might contemplate getting him to level 40 at some point. Not only does he look awesome, but he's got a real good threat level to him. Right, so we've got 3 herbivores. Knowing my luck, we'll end up against 3 carnivores. But as I said, we've got 2 bullet shields to take 2 beatings and build up a potential of, 5 reserves usually in total. It's sort of well over the 2 turns, so 3 reserves in total more than likely. No, actually we end up against, well, things that are going to get riggedy wrecked quite easily. He'll probably switch into the Diplodocus. I can still kill it with 1 attack regardless, so he's pretty much wasted that, because I can go for an attack and a reserve now, guaranteeing the next turn, whatever he does, he is once again dead, and then the following turn, once again, he is dead, unless he builds up some reserves with this guy, but, you know, it's all good. So, regardless, this Air Titan that's coming after the Ramparhynchus, neither of them can kill. Do you know what really bugs me about the most recent hybrids is that I never predicted them to use any stop using the old creatures and then move on to the new creatures, which is what they did. Then I never would have predicted that they would have done limited edition creatures. Like, that was never in my mind that they'd have done that. I was expecting a 1 block 1 reserve hit. That's why I went for 2 attacks and 1 reserve essentially, just so that you can see the method of my madness there. But I cannot believe they did that with the hybrids. Like, oh my lord! Now the Metrophodon, whenever that comes out. Whew. Metrocanthosaurus is hopefully the first VEI tournament creature after the Mammoth that we will see, and I'm hoping that'll be in January time, allowing us to get that hybrid as soon as possible. Then we'll probably see some of the other new, probably either, is it Zalmoxis I think it is, or now I can't remember his name, or the, can't remember his name already, Inosaurus. Probably one of those, or they will be the Earth Day creatures, which is a good shout, which means Pachyceratops, Pachyrhinosaurus and Ketrosaurus might literally only be the Earth Day creatures as opposed to tournaments, which is a bit of a shame, but hey ho. And we also have a chance of all the other tournaments popping up, and I think around March is probably when we get our next update, which will be with, or possibly February-ish, which will be all the glacier creatures coming into play, so 9 probably glacier creatures like we have with the aquatic, possibly some more hybrids, and maybe even aquatic hybrids after so long of waiting. We may never end up actually with aquatic hybrids now. They may have just scrapped it, which explains why they took it away and never even sort of hinted towards it returning, which is a big old shame because I really would love it, but who knows. Anyway guys, I think it's a great place to end the video here. So if you have enjoyed today's video, please make sure you smoosh the like button. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and join my crazy bit of content. I'd super appreciate it. My name's Vertico. You can call me V. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day, and ta-ra!